Salutations, humans. My name is Jaden, but you can call me Jay. And today, I can't sleep. It's 12:11 at night, and I don't know, man. I cannot find a way to go to bed. Um, that really sucks. But I was thinking, I really hate endings. Um, just all endings. The past few days have been not the best, to say the least, and it's made me think a lot. I know I'm not making a lot of sense right now, but and this is gonna sound super silly. Like most of the TV shows I've watched growing up, I've never really finished. I don't finish TV shows. I kind of leave them into the last few episodes because I want to think that the characters are having adventures forever. Because if the season ends and then you go to the last episode, then there's nothing left. There's nothing. You can't imagine them doing something on your own because you know where the story ended. And I remember as a kid just being like, that's it? Like, what the hell? There's got to be more. Like, go online looking for extra episodes, wonder if there's a next season coming, and sometimes there isn't. And maybe the ending that you got is not what you want, right? And just on the note of TV, I may as well mention this. I binged Stranger Things over the past few months. Pretty good show. And season 5, there's, the end. Ended, right? I wanted to give my quick thoughts on that. I know this is just TV, but, if you don't know Stranger Things, just hold on. I'll explain, how this ties in. But the show was coming to a close, and all the main cast and, slight spoilers, obviously, are doing their final fight against evil, essentially. And the show was wrapping up, but I didn't really feel that much. But there's something about like the last 3 minutes of the show where I was like, huh, this is really hitting hard. You see all the characters that grow up, where they move on in life, who they're going to become, and they look back in this one scene at the younger generation and they close a chapter on their lives. And to me, that was like a very like emotional moment to watch. Not just because it's a bunch of kids playing Dungeons and Dragons, but it's like they're looking back at their youth and who they used to be, and it's kind of like they're closing that chapter and saying goodbye. Their friends are adults now, and they move to all kinds of different places around. You never know if you're going to see people the same way or again. You see that group of friends making plans to meet up. You never know if they're going to meet up. It's like, eventually everyone gets older and like you never know if you're really going to be able to connect the same way that you used to. It's like that ending of what your childhood and what friendship used to be, and all the fun of school, and kind of made me sit there and go like, wow, I miss that stuff. I miss having all that connection and friends, and watching these characters interact. Just going like, damn, like I remember how that was to like laugh and like be that happy, and it's gone. For me, I know it's just TV, you know, it's not that heavy, bro. Relax. But to me, like, man, darn it, if I didn't tear up, had one solid tear, just thinking about, holy shit, man, I'm getting fucking old. It scared the shit out of me. So, and you know, on that same note of endings, you know, we don't live forever. I know, kind of sucks. We don't have forever to make the right choices. Sometimes when you make a wrong choice, you made the wrong choice. You got to move on through life. That might mean that a certain chapter for you is ending. You know, relationships end. A lot of things just become over. And then, you know, there's nothing left but the memory of what was there. And I was just thinking about that, and I think that's why I can't fucking sleep. Yeah, that's fucking about it. I'll be back tomorrow, the day after. I don't know, sometime soon. Bye bye.